Hey guys, it's Andy with Plaza Home Care coming to you today with a lot of information about different styles and types of wheelchairs, along with some of the specifics about a really unique wheelchair that we now have to offer. So talking about wheelchairs, we've got three different options here. Now this is not a complete option of wheelchairs available on the market. This is just your more standard types of wheelchairs. So if you think along wheelchairs, you wouldn't have normally a standard wheelchair, a lightweight high strength wheelchair, and then wheelchairs that are considered in the featherweight class. So what kind of describes those wheelchairs and the differences is more about their weight, some of the features as well, but more specifically the weight, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. So first, we'll start with a standard wheelchair. Different wheelchairs, different brands on the market. You're going to be somewhere in the 40 to 45 pound weight of the actual chair. So physical weight, being able to pick the chair up, put it in a car. That's not tremendously heavy for myself. However, if we're talking about a loved one that struggles picking up something because of the weight, we need to consider other options. So based on that, we've got to really consider what's going to be best, not only for the patient, but also the caregiver that's having to load the wheelchair and move it around. Moving on to the next wheelchair is going to be your lightweight, high strength wheelchair. It's a little bit lighter. We're talking about 10 pounds difference between 30 and 35 pounds for the overall weight of the wheelchair. That makes a big difference. 10 pounds is significant when you're picking that up to put it in a car. Different options through there. It takes away some of the weight when you're pushing the patient as well, so that's a consideration too. So the lightweight or K4 style of wheelchair gets you into that next class, which is a little lighter weight for that caregiver. Now let me transition to my favorite. This is in the featherweight class. As a whole, as we sit right here, this chair weighs 23.9 pounds. Extremely lightweight just as it is, but here's the best feature about this chair, and we'll talk some more specifics towards the end. If you remove the back wheels of the chair along with the footrest, it gets the chair down to an incredible 15 pounds. So that being said, you can get a full-size wheelchair down to an incredible weight to be able to pick it up, put it in the car. Again, as it is right now, we're only talking about 20 to 25 pounds. So really, really awesome feature with that. Now let's transition and talk about a different style of wheelchair, which is going to be a transport wheelchair. I'll show you those differences using this as an example. All right, so here's the idea. This is a traditional or standard type wheelchair. You've got the larger back wheel, which allows the patient to propel themselves. We're going to push this out of the way. These are called transport wheelchairs. If you notice, we don't have that larger back wheel for the patient to propel themselves. We've got to rely on a caregiver to be able to push themselves around. So these are called transport wheelchairs. Transport wheelchairs can come in a variety of options. We've got a standard here, which is going to weigh around 22 pounds. We've got our ultralight here that's going to weigh in around 14 pounds. So significant difference even within these. A couple of differences that I like with this. You notice in between here, the true seat width is 19 inches, but in between the arms, you're only talking about 16.5 inches. So be mindful of that, depending on your size. My absolute favorite in transport class is the ultralight. It's true 19 inches in between the arms. The arms are cut away, so it's like a modified desk arm, so you can get closer to a table, desk, anything of that. But again, incredibly lightweight as you go with that. Great feature with a lot of transport chairs is you can fold down the back of the wheelchair. So if you pinch this and fold it down, it'll allow you to fold the back of the chair down. So when you fold it up to put it in the car, it's that much smaller. So just remember, with a transport wheelchair, you do have to have a caregiver there to be able to push you and transport you from point A to point B. It gives a lighter weight option to get in the car and kind of scoot around to the things that you need to do. Let's go back and talk about two very unique styles that are going to really be important with some features that we have to offer. All right, so now let's talk about the unique class. These are both featherweight chairs. What that means is they're in that sub 25 pound category. So as an overall chair that we talked about here with the full size strong back wheelchair, we are in a very unique class of itself. So a wheelchair that you can buy that's not custom made, meaning it's not out of titanium and measured specific to the customer. The featherweight class is a great option for people that struggle to pick up heavy weights. So two different options like we talked about. The transport chair, if we notice, we have 4 small wheels on here. The back wheels on this are 8 inches. Hence its name, it is the Transport 8. They make a 12-inch large back wheel for the transport chair for strong back. Both of those are going to weigh in the 17 to 18 pound range depending on the size of the chair. Now, it's a little bit heavier than what we talked about with the ultralight of the transport chair that we saw previous. However, you have the features on here where you've got a contoured back support. If you notice, the back of this wheelchair is not flat. The idea behind that is it's ergonomic to the patient. It's also adjustable. We can adjust the tension within the back with the Velcro on the back of the seat. It's the only wheelchair on the market that has built-in back support. It is patented. Strong Back Mobility is the only one that has it. Again, we can fold the back of the transport chair down. The footrests are unique. They swing out of the way. And that small, we're in at 17 pounds for a transport wheelchair that would allow a patient to move. The same idea comes in with their full-size wheelchair. They have different sizes. This is the Strongback 22. This is a 16-inch wheelchair. The 22 comes in with the size of the rear wheel again. It's a little bit smaller. Their standard is a 24, so Strongback 24. That comes in your more standard sizes, 18 or 20 inch. All of these chairs by Strongback Mobility have a 300-pound weight capacity. But again, the biggest benefit for Strongback is their contoured back. That gives you more comfort when you're sitting in the chair. You're in a chair for long periods of time, you've felt how uncomfortable a standard wheelchair can be. There's no support to that. So let's look at an incredible feature with this chair. We're going to take it down from 23 pounds down to 15 pounds with a simple push of a button. Inside the hub of the wheel is a little button that you can quick release these tires. So we went from a chair that was 23 pounds now to a chair that weighs 15 pounds. Incredibly lightweight. We can fold the back of that chair down, fold it in half, and now it'll simply go in the trunk of your car with minimal effort. Strongback Mobility not only has an incredibly lightweight chair, they've got the built-in back support, which makes it more ergonomic for you as a customer sitting in the chair, which makes it more comfortable for you. We've got great options available for this chair, along with the other chairs you've seen today. Please like and follow our channel if you want to find more content about great medical supplies. Thanks.